breathing topic today. Such a simple topic because it's, you're thinking, well, I take a breath every day. I breathe all day long. I even breathe while I'm sleeping without thinking about it. So it should be pretty simple. But surprisingly, we sometimes forget to do it when it's most important. I forget. I was feeling a little anxious and stressed when I was walking down here this morning, and I'm not even sure why, but I sat down here and I just took a couple deep breaths, and it's amazing how it feels. It's almost like the anxiety leaves your body when you take that breath. It literally just comes out with the breath. And I was helping somebody this week prep for an interview, and that's one of the things I suggested to him was that, not surprisingly, when that first question comes out when you get it when you're in a job interview, and it's super stressful to do a job interview. There's a lot riding on the line there, but when that first question comes out, even if you know the answer, even if it's the easiest answer in the world, how are you? It stresses you out because what if you say the wrong thing? What if you do the wrong thing? And so your mind goes blank and you don't even answer it very well. So one of the things I suggested was that before he answers, just take a second and take a little breath. Not something big where they're going to notice, but just take a pause, a tiny little pause. Take a breath in and breath out and then answer. And he did that, and it was amazing how it changed his answer, and it changed his demeanor, and it changed what he looked like even sitting there by taking that small breath and that second to just settle his brain. And I know I have the same problem too. It's really why I started doing these morning interviews or morning talks down by the water, is that I speak in front of public, right? I give classes and I talk in front of groups. And people are paying me to do it. And, there's a lot of pressure to make sure that it works out really well and that they leave that day going, wow, that was really worth my time to sit there and listen to Brianna. So I would get stressed, and my response to being stressed is I talk a mile a minute. I'm just not taking a breath. And that's not a great way to give a speech. It's stressful to the people listening to it. It's very difficult for them to take in the information. So I said, I really need to practice in front of a live audience and learn to take a second, to pause, to take a tiny little, well, in writing we call that a half halt, to just gather my thoughts. And then my thoughts are going to come out much clearer and more coherent. And so I said, well, you know what I'll do? I'll start doing some Facebook Live, and that way I can practice it. And it turns out I actually love doing this, and I love having all of you here in the morning too. So it's been beneficial to me, so thank you. And hopefully it's been beneficial to you as well. But it really helps with everything that we do. If you're feeling stressed this week about sending your kids off to school, if you are a kid going off to school, maybe you're starting your college classes for the first time this week. Before you walk into that classroom, if you're feeling like kind of that, your chest starts gathering in a ball inside of your chest and you kind of feel a little sick to your stomach, just take a second and just take a breath. Just one. There's nothing much. I'm not talking about, having a meditation session in the hallway. Just take a second to take a nice deep breath and breathe it out. And imagine all that anxiety just coming out with that breath and leaving you. And it really does work. It's quite amazing. If we just give our bodies and our brains a second to pause and think about where we're going, turns out it's not as stressful as we thought it would be. A nice big cloud bank right above the trees, so we're not going to actually see the sun crest, but you can see the sun kind of reflect up on those clouds right above the tree bank there. It's there. She's still coming up every day. What a promise of new beginnings. Lucky us. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me this morning. I really, really appreciate you. I am here. I'm behind the camera today. I have realized that when I sit in front, it ruins the view. I mean, not just what you can see, the part of it, but it actually changes the lighting. So I'll show you. Ready? See, click here. So, ooh, look how much it changes it. Wow. So, hello. I see you guys, and I'm glad you're here. It's a beautiful morning. It actually feels a little bit like fall. The tide is really, really high, and so I'm up to my ankles in water right now, so that I can get a good view of the sunrise. And the water is about, God, it's almost my body temperature. It feels like it's actually warm, actually warmer than my body. The waves are coming in just gently enough that you can hear them, but it's a pretty calm day. It'd be a great day for kayaking. If there's anything that you guys would like to discuss during these morning topics, I would love to hear from you and find out what it is that you want to hear from and what you want to talk about. I really have so much appreciated each one of you showing up each morning. It truly does feel like friends sitting on the shoreline with me. So, thank you. So, take a deep breath, everybody, and let it out. Let's start our day. I hope it's a wonderful one for each one of you. And as my high school principal would say, make it a good day. See you guys soon. See you next Tuesday. Alright, before I sign off, I'm going to do a little bit of Where's Waldo. I'm going to turn the camera real quick, and let's see if you can see Dash up on there. I don't know if you can do that. Let's see. He is up on the pier. There we go. Shoot, I don't even know if I can see him up there, and I know where he is. But he's resting up on the pier waiting for me. So, you guys have a great day. See you soon. Bye.